guys get to wait here in the car. New shoes. Woohoo! Don't they look cute? I like them.
The second I put these shoes on, I realized just how blown out my old shoes were. Be sure you replace your shoes about every 500 miles. Highly recommended. The runners began their day with either a 10K or a half marathon choice, while Aaron and I donned the backpacks and tested the shoes out with their backpacking capabilities.
Let's do 10 before 10. 10 before 10. Wait a minute, we started hiking at 10:45. So that didn't happen. Hard to hike these trails. These are biking trails. Oh man, it'd be fun to go down here. Alas, we are training.
I will say though that, granted, it is hard to watch bikers go by and we're hiking, but walking at this pace, you really get to take it in a whole lot more than you ever can on a bike. So I'm noticing a lot more details out here at this pace. I don't know, 2 miles an hour, whatever it is. Sure, the bike is fun. It's fun to go fast and go around those turns. And it's a thrill. Don't get me wrong, and I will always bike. But it is good to go at a slower pace now and then and to take things in. So, that's what I'm focusing on today.
You calling me Pokey? How are your shoes so far?
I'm good. A call it turf toe.
Turf toe.
Turf toe.
I don't know what turf toe is. What is it?
It's where you sprain some ligaments in your big toe at the base, right here.
How'd you sprain some ligaments in your toe at the base?
Doing gymnastics moves.
Well, why are you doing gymnastic moves?
Let's get ready for this hike.
I never come across any information that you should do that.
Yeah, well.
Does it help with stability and core muscles and strength muscles?
Yep.
Mobility or something?
Something. All right.
Hike on. There you go. One thing that's been really interesting in these last couple weeks as we are continuing to prepare is we're starting to tell more and more people in our close circle about our plans to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, and that's been a weird feeling. This has been probably 5 years in the making, and back then I told no one except Aaron maybe 3 years ago, quietly. I think I want to do that, maybe one day, possibly, I don't know. And that's just been between us and maybe, who knows. Anyway, but now it's getting more real. Tell everyone, tell as many people as you can, keeps you motivated and focused with eye on the prize kind of work, I guess. And once you tell people, it becomes more real. Yeah. Tell everyone. Tell your mail carrier. Tell your grocery worker. Tell your dentist, like I did. I'm gonna do the PCT. The PCT, you heard of that? Tell everyone. I've been just blown away by the tremendous amount of just support and encouragement from everyone, from friends and family alike. So huge thank you. Even strangers have been just tremendously supportive and curious, and from things like offering, food resupply boxes to be mailed from their homes throughout the summer. Just an outpouring of support, and to meeting us at different points along the trail when we pass through to provide some morale boost. And to see some friends on trail would just be a huge morale boost. Kind of like today when we were here for this demo day running shoe thing. Ran into a bunch of our mountain biker friends, and it was just like a huge boost of morale support to see everyone. And imagining what that'd be like on trail. So, yeah. So pro tip is tell everyone you know. I suggest, if you're planning something like this, when it starts to become like a real thing you're really going to do, start telling everyone. You'll get a ton of support and encouragement. And love, and also an outpouring of good questions in case you'd overlooked something, what shoes are you going to use, or what are you going to do about this or that. And most things I've already thought of because I've spent 5 years thinking about it, but that's not to say I've thought of everything. So really appreciate the looking out from friends and family. We interrupt this regularly scheduled Adventures with Aaron and Carly video for the weekly public service announcement. And there it is. I gotcha. You've been out here for a while, buddy. Ooh, yeah. You got all covered in moss. All right, let's take you back to where you belong, which is not on a trail in the woods. Pack it in, pack it out. Just practicing the 8th leave no trace principle, which is
basically, in addition to packing up all of my traces, making sure I don't leave anything behind, I also keep an eye out for an extra trace left behind by a forgetful someone. Or maybe it was just an accident. I've had accidents too. We all have. And that's the 8th leave no trace principle. Pick up an extra trace that you come across. Don't go looking for it. It'll find you. I promise. But when you find it, pick it up. Pack it out. And if we all did it, there'd be less trash on the trails. Yay! I got a little thirsty out there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
The banquet of beers.
Yeah. No training series is complete without some road walking practice.
Let me down, fuel canister. You let me down. Hey, honey. When your fuel is done cooking your water, can I throw my coffee pot on top?
I don't think my fuel's gonna last either.
That's not a funny statement at all. Oh, man. Come on, little fuel canister. You can do it. I believe in you. Da, da, da. It's your moment to shine.
It has organic toasted buckwheat, cracked barley, rolled oats, freeze-dried raspberry, organic non-fat dry milk, flaxseed, vanilla powder, rice hulls, salt, and organic celery. day 2 of our second weekend Shakedown hike. It's about, I think, in the low 30s, and we just set out for a hike. Yesterday was great. We decided to do our second Shakedown hike out in a local trailhead where they were doing a demo day for our Altra hiking shoes with a local running company. So that was fun yesterday, and learned about the latest release of the Lone Peak Ultras, which is the Lone Peak 6 now. But don't let me explain it. Let me have the rep here take it away.
Yes, yeah. So they're the Lone Peak 6. They are different from the original Lone Peaks.
Okay.
What's the difference? Not much difference. Actually, everything underneath the foot is exactly the same as the 5. I think these are the 4.
I think they're the 4.
Yeah.
I was trying to look, but
So the difference from the 4 to this one is we've used our Ultra Ego midsole foam, which is a rubberized PVA. So it has that pushy step-in feel, but also is rubberized. So it has like really like nice responsiveness on the ground. Max Track outsole, which is exactly the same as that one.
okay.
We took away the metal D-ring up top.
I noticed that.
Yes, yeah. But you can still attach your gaiters to this right here on the laces. We have reinforced laces. Gator trap on the back is still the same.
Right.
But other than that, we've added, there's basically the main difference is that we've added this extra eyelet right up here, so that you can get like a tighter fit throughout the midfoot if you feel like your foot's slipping and sliding around. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I put them on, and I am due for new shoes. I could tell that right away.
Yeah.
Look at these. I think they're shot. I don't. It's always hard to. Yeah. So what I learned from that was that the minute I put on those shoes, I realized I am due for a new pair of shoes. Mine are completely blown out, and you don't really realize that until you put on a new pair, and you're like, oh, that's some bounce. So it felt really good. And yesterday was kind of a weird day because we ran into some of our friends for a mountain biking day. So we kind of left the trail after our hike and had lunch with them, and it was amazing. And I got no pictures, even though I planned to. I just got caught up in catching up. I haven't seen them in so long. So anyway, yep. And then, yeah, Shakedown hike. Had a little bit of some ups and downs for a Shakedown hike, which is good. The things that fail are what I want to experience here while it's safe versus out there. Let's see, we just had some rough patches where we really had a hard time putting up the tent last night because I guess we were basically camped on a gravel pit, so the stakes didn't go in quite well and it just kept falling over. But eventually we got it. And then, what else? Both of our fuel canisters ran out of fuel this morning while trying to make coffee. That was a very bleak moment. But other than that, it's pretty good. I mean, I do have some concerns about this through hike thing, mainly being cold. My hands are frozen this morning, and the car was next to us, I'm not gonna lie, last night for our practice hike last night. And so we hopped in that and got to the trailhead where we're on now. So it was nice to warm up. So I gotta figure out staying warm on the cold mornings. I think hand heaters, but we'll see. Sleep system update. Went better this weekend. I brought my air mattress instead of just the foldable pad, and I was definitely warmer, and it wasn't as painful. So yay, practice makes better. Still a little cold. I only brought my 20-degree down bag. Last weekend I had my 40-degree synthetic bag. I think I'm just gonna pack both. And I still forgot my charging cords. So we keep practicing.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is
We're
bright.
glad you joined us for this episode of Adventures with Aaron and Carly, where we continued our preparations for our dream of a long-distance through hike one day. By loading up our packs again for another Shakedown hike, demoing some new shoes, visiting some waterfalls, and running into old friends.
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon.
Until next time, friends, happy trails. And remember, life's a journey, so hike on.
Hi. Happy hiker. Table for 200? That's big. Hey, pass the ketchup. Yoo-hoo! That's a picnic table. I think that's like one piece of wood. Maybe?
Call us crazy,